One of the things that distinguishes you from who you were and the person you want to become are the things you spend your time on. There is no two ways about it. There is no better way to say it. The things you spend your time on have ways of defining who you are and redesigning who you will become. As a fashion designer, you spend more time on YouTube watching comedy content. You are bound to fail. There is no two ways about it. You will fail. Nobody is saying you should not have time to unwind. Maybe relax your head so you can think and become creative. But that you spend quality time on entertainment, watching things that make you laugh out the time you should have used to create and recreate something beautiful in your niche as a fashion designer, is you wasting your time. And so you are bound to fail. You are bound not to succeed. Because there are a lot of persons in that industry on the A list. So for you to be identified, for you to be singled out amongst hundreds or from hundreds of persons, you need to spend time around the things that will build your personality, around the things that will build your identity. You want to become the identity, the brand of a fashion designer. You want to have your name or your brand name on the A list. Then you got to be spending your times around the people or the things that will give you more insights in that industry. How about you spending lesser times watching things or around people who do not add to the wealth of knowledge that you need in that fashion designing industry, and then spend more time around the environment watching those contents that will improve your skill, that will improve your speed in your fashion industry. That way you become one of the A persons in your industry. That is, you have to discipline yourself to be able to control the times you spend around another space more than the time you spend in your space. So you need to tell yourself, I will maximize my time. I will put in this number of time in the fashion industry and this less number of time in any other industry. That does not give me the improvement, that does not give me the idea, that does not give me the insight to improve myself. You are in the circle of a fashion designer, and then you've got thousands of money. Rather than buy materials that will improve your skills, you're spending more time in maybe food and groceries. Hello. The question is, you need to choose your tools wisely. You need to choose your tools wisely. You know, as a lawyer, one of your success tools is a properly equipped library. You will agree with me that the lawyers read a lot. And so every other time, one law becomes obsolete, another law is abolished, another law is overruled, a new principle is formulated. So to be updated, you need to have an updated library. So when you do not have a library where you can read, where you can go to make research, if you do not update your library, either electronic library or your customary private or personal library, the truth is you become outdated. So in order not to become outdated, you need to get yourself updated. And so your library becomes one of your success tools as a lawyer. You need to update your library. Hello, we're also saying that as a lawyer, you don't spend money on yourself to maximize your appearance. Of course, one of your selling points is your dressing as a lawyer. You need to look good to be able to attract the clients. But then looking beautiful, looking handsome as a female or male lawyer in an empty brain is the dumbest personality you want to project. So the idea is this: learn how to choose your success tools, your professional tools wisely. And as a lawyer, one of your tools is an updated library. Another thing you need to put into your cart is your ability to maximize your time. No matter the niche you find yourself, maximizing your time is one of the things you need to discipline yourself. I used to read as a lawyer 3 hours before is no longer realistic today. Then beef it up, read up to 5 hours. Of course, the Bible will say, study to show yourself approved, as a workman who need not be ashamed, but rightly dividing the word of truth. So as a lawyer, you got to tell yourself, I am in for the business of reading, studying, learning, unlearning, and relearning. Spend time around people who have been in that industry before you. Understudy them, because these are the tools you need. These are some of the mechanisms you need to thrive, to succeed, to prosper, to progress in that industry. As a young lawyer, you would have heard of F.R.O.N. Williams. You would have heard of Femi Falana. You would have heard of Gani Fawiyemi of the blessed memory. You want to be like them. The question is, what did these men do to succeed? What are the things they did to make them outstanding? So that amongst every other lawyers, when their names are mentioned, like the OCJO culture, people give them respect. Like the J.K. Gazama. What did they do to get to that top? What are the sacrifices they made? You need to understudy these persons. The same thing applies to you as a footballer. Oh, glory be to God for the victory of the Super Eagles of Nigeria over the Bafana of South Africa. The question is, how many times did they put in their strength, their focus, their time to practice? To practice. To get to the top is never a child's play. The truth is, failure is imminently around success. And so you got to be careful. You need to tell yourself, I'm not going to be distracted. Or maybe let's put it this way: you need to choose your distractions wisely. In the race between distractions and destiny, you will of course appreciate that destiny is what you want, but distraction is more in number than destiny. Check the spellings of distractions and destiny. So you see that your destiny is choked up with a lot of distractions. And so to help you sail through this journey, discipline is key. Time maximization is key. Focus is key. Set your eyes on the goal. That way you succeed. It doesn't matter who has been there before you. It doesn't matter how long it's taking you to be there. But when you are determined, when you're focused, and when your time is maximized in the right direction, then you get there. Don't forget, I talked about choosing your tools wisely. Don't forget, I talked about maximizing the time you spend around things that does not matter, to improve and build you to the personality, to the brand you want to be. These are things that matters. Focus. Focus. Of course, you're never going to downplay on the importance or the significance of prayer. Prayer is another thing, is another tool you need to have in your hand to succeed. As much as you pray, then you need to put in efforts. You need to put in efforts. You need to make sure you are around the things and the people that encourage you to get to the level where you want to be. Those ways, the success is inevitable. Success is inevitable. It is not a thing of luck. It doesn't happen by accident. You need to be intentional about your brand, about your niche, about your growth. You need to be intentional about the people you filter into your life, because one way or the other, consciously or unconsciously, they wield a level of influence on you. So the time you need to spend for reading, somebody is telling you, oh, let's just watch football. You will still come back and read. That is distraction, but you don't understand it. It's distraction. Tell yourself, I will be here at this time, and between this time, I should dash out. And then it's not enough for you to go asking the right questions, maybe with the right persons. Getting the right answers leaves you at the doorstep of the next stage. And what does that mean? Application of the resources you have gathered is another step you come to. It is not enough that you went online, maybe on YouTube, and you've watched and you've listened, you've seen how those things are done, and so you feel, I now know it. No, there can never be a better result to prove that you've known it until you put it into practice. So the application of what you have learned or studied distinguishes you from that person you were yesterday and who you are now. Apply it. Don't wait till tomorrow, because there is nothing that kills the interest of growth, thereby oppressing or suppressing success, more than procrastination. I will do it tomorrow. Oh, I forgot to do it today. The time caught up with me. I was not able to do it. I was choked up by activities. And failure is one thing that will give you 1,001 beautiful reasons why you were not able to do that thing you ought to have done. And your mind will appeal that these reasons were very, very excusable reasons. But the truth is, logically right, but realistically stupid. Logically right, but realistically stupid. Procrastination. Okay, I couldn't achieve it yesterday, I'm going to do it today. Now today is come, oh, let me just offset the things on my table, I'm sure I'm going to do it today. Before you know, it's 6 p.m. Oh, it's already night. There is another tomorrow. Tomorrow will never end. That's just the truth. Tomorrow keeps coming, and tomorrow is doing its own work. The work of tomorrow is to keep coming. Time will keep ticking, but then you are just there. The thing you don't achieve today will rob you the success of tomorrow. There is no better way to say it. The thing you don't achieve today will rob you the better success of tomorrow. Come on, you need to go knock on doors to say, hey, I am selling this. Are you interested? Some of us give up when we get the first 5 no. It's possible that you are designed to get it at the 10th person. And so you knock on the first door, the second door, the third door, the 5th door, the 7th door. Do not quit. Keep knocking. As far as there is life, you will certainly get to that door that will give you all the answers you need. Maybe the night doors or the night doors that never gave you any positive response was only teaching you patience. Was only asking you to go back to your drawing board. How did I knock? When did I knock? Where did I knock? Alright, you don't go about selling something to the category of people that don't need it. You'll be wasting your time and your energy. You'll be wasting your experience and your expertise of advertisement. Meet the right people at the right time. It is one thing to meet the right people, it is another thing to meet them at the right time. Okay, you are new into the fashion designing business. There are people who have been there before you. How do you get clients? Hello, how about you knocking on people's door to say, okay, I'm a designer, I can make this style of clothes for you. I'm going to be doing it for free for the first 2 times. And when nature blessing you, you do that dress well, you would have attracted somebody. And then by the time they come to you, instead of charging them as an A person, you are charging maybe as a D person. Okay, it's actually cost 50k, but I'm going to do it for 20,000 for you. And then you tell them, just get the accessories needed, the materials needed, and I'll be doing it for 20k for you. You cannot get this price anywhere. And then you do it for the first 3, 4, 5 times. the first 5-10% maybe, and then you evaluate your price tag upwards. By that way, you've attracted some clients into your web. As a lawyer, how about you take up a pro bono matter? There are a lot of ways to attract people into your net and retain them as your clientele to patronize you for the other times. Alright, thank you very much. If this is your first time coming around my channel, my name is EmperorKemjika. Here we talk about transformative ideas. We talk about education. We talk about things that will boost you from where you were to where you want to be. Feel free to drop your comment in the comment section. Please give the video a like. Turn on your notification bell so that any other time we post our content, you will always be notified. And then please don't forget to subscribe. Thank you very much for sticking around. Go and succeed, because you can succeed. The only person who will not allow you to succeed is you. And the only person who can discourage you from succeeding is you. So go and succeed. See you in my next video. Thank you.